Senator Marco Rubio from Florida, who ran a failed presidential campaign, has pretty much wussied out of having a town hall this President's Day weekend because he was, President's Day recess, so not just the weekend. But as you guys know, there's been a ton of Republican representatives getting ass blasted by the people because the people go up to them and say, hey, there was a little girl who asked a question about why don't you believe in climate change, and the crowd went wild. There was also another one where there was like this little, I don't know what it was, probably like a town hall, it was like a little meeting, and a Christian woman full of Tennessee Republicans, and she said, why don't we expand Medicaid for all? As I'm a Christian, I believe in everyone should be able to get fucking healthcare without, so that they don't die because they get sick. There was also, there was another one as well where, it was the same one, but another, like, the representative said something crazy, like, oh, once you hit 72 or something, you're essentially on a death panel, and read Obamacare, that's a provision. And then a 77-year-old woman went up there and was like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? So, Congress is so establishment-like that they are afraid of addressing their constituents. And I know that Mitch McConnell's been getting roasted and all of these guys because 45,000 Americans die because of a lack of access to basic health care. I would think that number would be enough to want to have Obamacare. And I think that Obamacare has flaws, but I think that those would be solved by single payer, not by just straight repealing Obamacare. And hey, now you have the freedom to get your own healthcare. Motherfucker, we had the freedom to get our own healthcare, and they denied us. How'd your utopian competition work there? How can, under your best system, your opinion, massive competition, with no regulation, companies were literally able to deny Americans healthcare? How does that work for your bullshit utopian competition? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. So anyway, here's what The Hill says. They say, Senator Marco Rubio explained Sunday why he decided not to hold town hall meetings during the President's Day recess, saying such events were designed for activists to heckle and scream at him in front of cameras. During an interview Sunday with CBS4 Miami's Jim DeFede, I don't know, Rubio said they are not town halls anymore. And I wish they were, because I enjoyed that process very much, the former GOP presidential candidate said. The problem now is, and it's all in writing, I'm not making this up, what these groups really want is for me to schedule a public forum. They then organize 300, 400, 500, 600 liberal activists in the 2 counties or wherever I am in the state. Rubio said these people then get to town hall events early and take up all the front seats. They spread themselves out, they ask questions, they all cheer when the questions are asked, he said. They are instructed to boo no matter what answer I give. They are instructed to interrupt me if I go too long and start chanting things. Then, at the end, they are also told not to give up their microphone when they ask questions. It's all in writing in this indivisible document, he said, referencing the online group Indivisible that labels itself as a practical guide for resisting the Trump agenda. So it says Rubio said he believes these people are real liberal activists, adding that he respects their right to protest, but it's not a productive exercise. So prior to this, it would be people wouldn't go to their they wouldn't go to their town halls with their representatives. What this tells me is that Marco Rubio either can't attract enough people who support him because they don't exist, or he's unable to provide sufficient answers to his constituency. Because I would imagine that a senator who wants to repeal their health care, that as soon as it's repealed, they won't be able to pay for it, they won't be able to access health care. I would assume that those constituents would then be angry and would want to fight back and scream and yell, because if not, they're gonna fucking die. So yes, I do think that they have the right to be fired up. I mean, what a fucking bitch. How embarrassing is that, Marco Rubio? You're running away from a town hall. You're a senator. It's not even like anyone's going to be like, oh, like the whole Ben Shapiro thing where Ben Shapiro talks to even God. It's like, oh, Ben Shapiro owns God. It's not even like everyone's just hopping on the bandwagon. Now all of a sudden it's Marco Rubio owned by whatever, whatnot. It's not something crazy like that. So this whole thing it's a sad joke. And it's funny to see that Marco Rubio is afraid of having town hall meetings.